This is not an illusion. These are the Donohue brothers. We've all heard of the Donohue brothers, and I want to welcome you to Louisville, Kentucky, fellas. Mark,
nice to meet
Mike,
you.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Good to see you guys, and thank you so much for being a part of the Farris Project, for telling your story, and most of all for traveling great distances to be here today for phase 2 of the Farris Project, where we're going to talk about inspirational stories and people who meant something in our life. And we're here in this great historic building built in the 1800s. Isn't it fabulous?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. They say great bones. I think you have that feeling in here. But it's perfect setting, I think, to talk about things that matter to us in life. And was captivated by your stories. You guys, it's just, I'm sorry you're so shy, and we're going to work to get you all to.
You'll coax it out of us.
I'm going to coach it out of you. I think I'm going to be the unimportant person here pretty quickly. But seriously, guys, why don't you talk to us a little bit about it? Obviously, we're always intrigued by twins, and everybody wants to know what's it been like, and the closeness that you guys have developed over the years, in particular because more than brothers, but identical twins.
Right.
So I'm going to throw that ball up in the air and see which one of you catches it and starts.
Mike, why don't you tell the story about when we were born?
Sure, sure. Everybody always asks what it's like to be a twin, and we don't know what it's like not to be a twin. But it's a special bond that you share that it's hard to explain. But the love and joy that I feel for my brother, who's my best friend, our ability to just say and do and talk about anything is just a wonderful, wonderful place to be as a person. But as the story goes, my mother did not know she was going to have twins until the day of our birth.
Wow.
My grandmother had a dream that my mom was going to have a set of boys, and she told my mother this. My mother went to her obstetrician and told him, and he said, Mrs. Donohue, that's not going to happen. There's really only one baby in there. Now, this is a day when they just used a stethoscope to hear and monitor a heartbeat. And for twins back in the day, they would hear 2 heartbeats. But Mark and I were actually laying on top of each other, and our heart was beating simultaneously.
Oh, wow.
So he dispelled to my mom that's not going to happen. The day of the birth, mom winds up cesarean section. I get plucked out, and then the doctor's like, there's another one in there. And my mother at that point was in a panic. She had no idea how to deal with twins, hadn't prepared for it. She even said, look, you gotta take one back. I don't know, I can't keep 2 kids. So, and the nurse asked which one would we be, which one of us would be tossed to the side. She broke down in tears, and of course she couldn't answer that. My grandmother, on the hand, was just ecstatic, and my grandfather, who was another big part of our life, we were the first grandsons. Mm-hmm. So we started sort of conspicuously that way, and frankly, it was a wonderful childhood. There was so much love in our family. I remember I don't remember any moment when we were raised together where we were angry at each other. Sure, we'd fight a little bit, but it was just the most important part of my life growing up with my brother, of us taking care of each other, him taking up for me taking up for him. Of course, there were moments where, he would tattle on me and I'd tattle on him. But overall, I've got to tell you, it was an experience like nothing else, and I wouldn't give it up for anything.
I've never come across a set of twins that weren't close. I think that's a rarity to find a set of twins that were not close to each other. I've never personally met a set of twins that said, "Oh, I never get along with them." Right. Ironically enough, I've met people who don't get along with their siblings, but I've never met a set of twins that said, "No, don't get along with my other twin."
And I think we would all agree that you two are very rare. And that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Some people say special.
Yeah. You guys are fantastic, and I knew when I read your stories, when I saw your picture, I knew immediately the type of personalities you were, and we all were so looking forward to meeting you. You all are obviously characters, and we need more characters in life.
We do.
And you guys are.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity. I mean, when we were going kind of back and forth You think he's going to bring us down? I think we're coming down.
You're coming down.
I think we kind of hit it off on the phone. I think we're coming down. It's kind of like hitting the lottery.
Bringing the Donahues are coming to town.
Well, we brought family in too. Mark does a great job of profiling in an email and say, hey, family, this could happen. And then finally, when you did let us know we're coming, he wrote back to everybody, we told you it wasn't a hoax. We are going to Louisville, Kentucky.
We're not really sure what we're doing, but we're going.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for your support of the Farris Project, and your story is great, inspirational. You guys are inspirational in yourself, and you're joyful people, and that's contagious. And I salute you, and I know we'll be friends.
Yes.
And that's
a
a
good
great
thing.
benefit for me. This project are the people that are friends I've never met, and friends like you that I'm sure will be friends forever.
That's a lovely way to end it, that's for sure.
Mark, great job. Great job.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, Mike. Thank you, man. Great job.